Your nemesis, he's at it again. Tesla and Bitcoin part ways.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, I just think it's funny that the Nerd King just outraged all the nerds and they turned on him instantly.
Well, there's two schools of thought on this, right? About the Bitcoin school. One is Bitcoin maximalists who are like, if crypto is going to work, it has to be Bitcoin, and there's several reasons they give for that, which I can't tell you, not because I don't know, but because it's confidential. See, we need people to understand that it shouldn't all be Bitcoin. That there's other opportunities and distribute the risk in the sense of like if they somehow manage to take down Bitcoin, you still invested in other places.
But what is it based on? It's not.
What is what based on?
I mean, it's just it can be worth one thing one day and another thing another day.
That's the function of all money.
Yeah, but the dollar, is generally like you can get something for $1.
Yeah, but the dollar right now is the best currency in the world, right? It's the most stable. But given what happened last year, it's not. And we before Reagan in the 80s, we had a double-digit inflation.
Yeah.
And many times in the past. So it's not at all a given that this won't happen again.
Yeah. Well, why did he break from them? Because of the environmental risk?
This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how mining digital currency has real environmental consequences.
Okay, that I can tell you. First of all, it's a bit of it is not accurate. It's just whenever something is bad that the corporate press doesn't want you to like, it's either racist or bad for the environment. Right?
Global warming.
One or the other.
Global warming.
And they're gonna argue that Bitcoin's racist because it's disproportionately held by white nerds. But okay, so they had two choices. It's like the button, racist or global warming. They're like, oh, let's try this one. Didn't work. Well, I guess it's racist. When you're having any kind of transaction with Bitcoin and the network, that takes electricity. And the way to mine Bitcoin is it's basically an algorithm.
But what are you mining?
Where are these mines?
Okay. Let me try to speak it in a way that people who watch Lifetime can understand. And the Hallmark Channel. So basically how Bitcoin is generated is there is a mathematical formula, an algorithm, right? And your computer has to run this formula. The more times a successful answer has been achieved, the less remaining possible successful answers there are. So that means it's going to get harder and harder to find that answer as more and more Bitcoins are mined. So that means the computer has to run longer and use more electricity.
So it's an algorithm.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah,
Thank
that does
you.
make sense.
That explains.
And the more Bitcoin that are out there and the more people are exchanging them, each of those exchanges takes electricity. And since it grows exponential, they're saying, well, if you keep this up, at a certain point, all the electricity on Earth is going to have to use for Bitcoin. What they don't understand, it's like saying, well, if you have, more houses, then they're going to need more electricity and therefore blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, this is a concern. And at a certain point, if the cost of Bitcoin becomes more expensive than the benefit, people aren't going to mine it. So we're nowhere near the cost where we're running out of electricity.
Well, okay. I actually understand.
It's funny, given all my friends and the circles I travel in, like I came in thinking, I don't know anything about Bitcoin, but like compared to like normal people, I know like everything. But when you sit down with them, they're just like, okay, here's your dunce cap. Go sit in the corner, Malice. Let us explain it to you.
And here you're our expert on the subject.
Yeah.